Good morning and welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 2013. We're playing on the Idaho Map, and I got all the harvesting done that I could do. I had I was not able to do some of it because I don't have the equipment to do soybeans, and I don't have a harvester for sugar beets. So there are sugar beets that need to be harvested, and let's see, 20, 28, 38, and then I've got some soybeans here and soybeans here, and of course I need to buy equipment to do that. So I did do everything else I could do, and now I'm in the mood for purchasing some new equipment. So before we do that, let me show you what I got off of those fields, and we'll see what we can get in prices. Okay, so I got 710,000 in wheat, 371,000 in barley, 580,000 in canola, and 855,000 in corn. And I haven't checked the prices. So it looks like for the barley and the wheat, Budweiser's paying in the 600s. The co-op is taking canola for 1014. So is the grain mill. And Hanson. So it looks like the prices are pretty much the same, except for, let's see, what was barley was 652 at Budweiser. No, the Budweiser's paying a little bit more for barley than everybody else. Other than that, the prices look to be close to the same everywhere. Corn 417, 417. 417. So yeah, it looks like the only difference is the barley for Budweiser. Okay, so when I finished everything up, I put everything over here in the staging area. I do have a piece of equipment to show you that, if you remember, the Massey Ferguson was a beast, and I had a lot of trouble with the Massey. It just didn't function right. The tractors and trailers would not unload it properly. They would pull up to it, both of them would stop, and they would just sit there. So I had to keep going back. I had to keep going back and manually unloading the combine. So I picked up this New Holland. And there it is, the Dominator. So they call it the Kloss Dominator, but as you see, it's only $40,000. So it's actually a couple $1,000s less than the Massey Ferguson, and it functions a lot better. So let's just take a quick look at the inside. It's got the controls right there. You can open up the window or the door window type things. It's got a you can put the brakes on. There's a handbrake, working front lights and working back lights. But the coolest thing is the way the thing sounds. Let's start it up. It just rumbles. And it comes with a corn header. Yeah, it sounds like it's got a little bit of power behind it. And there's the the regular grain header. Pipe goes out pretty far. And there's the bin, the wheat storage bin. All in all, it was for $40,000. This thing was a nice find. It helped me out a lot because that Massey Ferguson was giving me a lot of trouble. Oh, better turn that off. Don't want to waste fuel. Okay. So anyway, I did pick up a tractor, a truck, and a trailer. And this particular trailer is multi-fruit, so I can haul just about anything in it, including silage. And then I have my good old faithful Dutes, the tractors that I started out with. And then of course I showed you the other new purchase. That was what I got for mowing some of the fields that I had the grass on. Excuse me. And let's take a look at that. I didn't show you that. I still have a few of the farms that have straw on them. That was I was more concentrated on getting the crops off. And I have 904,000 straw. And the grass that I accumulated off of those fields was 1,089,000. So I have quite a bit of grass. And what I want to do with that is I want to take that to the ag bio farm and make some silage, because I can sell that for substantial money, probably more money than I'm getting off some of these crops. So we want to do that. So let's start off with getting in the truck and selling some crops. So off to the silos we go in the morning fog. See what the weather's supposed to be like. A little overcast today. Sun for the next 2 days. Cool. We have some farm work to do. And again, this is the first farm that I've had that has this unique loading silo system or storage system, where all the grains go in the silos and they all come out to one point. So you have one loading point and one dumping point. Now, if you use coarse play a lot like I do, the old system's a little, well, there's pros and cons. If you have separate silos for everything, wheat, grain, corn, canola, you have to pull under each one. I'm going to sell canola. You pull under canola, you set up a course of canola to the sell point and back. But once you do that, then it just keeps going until that silo's empty. With this one, you only have to set up one point. I'm going to set it from this point to the sell point. The problem is, it's not a problem, it's just a little bit different how it works. You have to select which fruit you want, and then you have to tell it to load it. So it'll go to the sell point and back, and it'll stop and wait until you tell it what to load. So it's a little more work intensive on your part, because it won't auto go until the silo's empty. You got to keep telling it what you want it to load. On the other hand, you only have to set up one course for each sell point. So if I'm going to the co-op, I can just set one point and choose what I want to send. With the other system, where you have separate silos, you have to set up a separate course for each one. So if you have corn that you're selling to 5 different sell points, you've got 5 courses to set up for corn, 5 courses to set up for wheat, 5 courses to set up for canola. So you can see the difference, which one's more efficient, which one's less labor intensive. It's debatable. This one you just have to remember to come back and start your load again. So okay, so let's see. This, I might have gone a little bit too far because I'm not always necessarily going to have this big trailer. You back up a little bit. Okay, let's start him right there. Okay, we're going to do a grain transport load and start course. Start the course. Select the grain. We're going to do barley first to Budweiser. Load the trailer up. Now you can see a little bit of sun poking through the fog. I like to farm on a nice sunny day, but it's always good to see a little bit of weather. Makes you feel alive. Have a little rain, a little fog. And we're full. So off we go. Yeah, I just have to remember where Budweiser's at. I know it's in the northwest part of town. And I'm going to take it a little bit slow. I get carried away sometimes making these courses where I get to going too fast and I start jackknifing the truck around. And of course the course does everything I do to begin with. So I've had some times where I've made a little jag in the course, and then when I play the course, when I autoplay, it jackknifes the truck, sends it into a telephone pole or something. Especially with these big rigs. They call this Foggy Town. Okay, I think the turn is up here in the fog. Turn signals on and past the dairy. That's funny. They got the dairy right next to Budweiser. Your choice. Are you a real man or a milk drinker? Okay, and it looks like there's 2 stalls here, one for wheat and one for barley. Let's go into the barley stall. Looks like we need some fuel. I think I can find my way back. Wouldn't bet on it though. And I can't blame it all on the fog. You got lost in Idaho? Yeah. I remember this time when I was in Idaho and its fog was so thick, I got lost. What's this field? That must be soybeans. That's one of them I couldn't do till I get some equipment. Oh, and I don't know what I'm going to do about sugar beets because the equipment's so expensive. I want to get that big ropa, but oh man, it's like $500,000 just for the piece of equipment, and then you've got to buy the header. Let's see. Yeah, straight through. Follow the red brick road. Now I know there's other beet harvesters, but I'm going to have the same situation I had with that old combine, where you've got a field that's huge and you're doing, you know, 2 rows at a time, and it takes all day to do a field. So I'd really like to have the big ropa, but I may not have the money to do it. As for the oats and the soybeans, I don't know if there's oats planted. I've only seen soybeans. Okay, buddy, come on. Hurry up. Get out of my road. Anyway, as far as that goes, all I need to do is buy the right combine. I've got the John Deere, which is a multi-fruit combine that I can buy. Whoops. Stop. Back up. I gotta stop the course back here. Okay. Delete. Stop the course. And we're going to do barley to bud. There we go. Bob's your uncle. Okay, let's fill this thing up, and then we got to get some fuel. I don't know how much fuel this thing uses, but must be a diesel hog. I saw a couple people playing the new Spring Hill map. I haven't downloaded that yet. I have lots and lots of maps that I have downloaded. Some of them I've played and some of them I haven't. Everybody's talking about that one. I think I'm going to go ahead and download it. And if I do, I'm thinking about making a first impression, just to, you know, go open up the map and drive around and see what it looks like type of a, not a full review. I hate to do a full review of something I haven't actually played, but I'd like to do, you know, a first impression one just to see, you know, what does the map look like? What, how fun would it be? What do you, how many farms do you get? How big are the fields? That kind of thing. The fuel tank is full. The radio's playing a rockin' song. Let's sell some barley. trouble. Come on, get out of the way. Move it. Whoops. Sorry. That was just cruel. That's probably somebody's grandma. Oh. All right, stop it. Stop it. Save. Okay, so we got that set up. Let's sell some more wheat. Drive the course, make sure it works. With all the harvest sold, we have $1,508,000. Let's do some shopping. First of all, I have sugar beets to harvest, and there's some pretty big fields, so I think I can make some money on sugar beets. So if I spend money on equipment to do sugar beets, I should be able to replace the money I spent and then use that for buying more equipment. So let's take a look at sugar beets. Let's see, it's not in harvest. There we are. Well, here's the thing, the rope is not as expensive as I thought. I was thinking of, when I thought there was $500,000, I was thinking of the in-game, $579,000 for the Grim. So this is good news. So let's purchase a ropa, one of those, and we need the header. So we'll buy one of those. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to need the transport trailer because the header's actually the same size as the ropa, width-wise. So if I'm traveling down the road with the ropa, it won't make any difference whether I have the header on or not. So I'm not quite sure if I need to spend $7,000 on a trailer. So I'm not going to purchase that right at the moment. So that being said, I've only spent $305,000. So I can go ahead and purchase a harvester because I need to do also the soybeans. So let's look for a harvester, and currently the only one I think, anyway, the only one that I have that does multi-grain is the John Deere. So let's take a look at the John Deere. Now I've got the John Deere with the balloon tires, or I have the John Deere with the track. I'm trying to think if there's any reason why I would need the track. So I'm going to need more combines in the future anyway. I think I'm going to start off with the balloon tires. So let's pick up one of those. Now we're down to $874,000. We do need a header. So let's pick up the header. And before I spend the money, let me just double check. Make sure that did I get the right one? Harvesting wheat, barley, canola, corn, soybean, sunflower, oat, and rice. Now, on this map, I can do, of course, the wheat, barley, canola, and corn. I can also do soybean and oat. Although I didn't see any oats planted, unless I missed them. So let's go ahead and get this header. And let's just double check, make sure what else we got here. There's a corn header. And, get the header. That's a trailer. I know I'm going to need a corn header, but I don't need it right this minute because I do have the Kloss Dominator that has a corn header. So I'm not going to spend the money just yet on the corn header for the John Deere. But let me just do some thinking. What else do I need? I'm going to need to work those fields that I harvested, so I want a larger cultivator. So I want that one right there. It's 15 meters wide, so it's a pretty good one. So I want to purchase that. And I'm going to need, once I get the fields cultivated, I need to seed. And so I want a multi-fruit seeder. All right, let's see what I got. I've got several of them. I don't know if I want to really mess with the air seeders just yet. I've got some pretty big air seeders, but there's a John Deere multi-seeder right there that I think I want. It does, let's see what it does. Wheat, barley, corn, maize, rape, potato, sugar beets, grass. It does everything. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, it fertilizes at the same time. It cultivates, fertilizes, and sows. Now, I know it says it cultivates. This is just me. In my mind, that John Deere is kind of cheaty. And I still prefer to cultivate my own fields, at least for the time being. So I'm not going to use this as a cultivator. I'm going to use it as a fertilizer seeder, because it does have the big tank on it for both fertilizer and seeding. And then we still have $600,000. I'm going to need a tractor to pull that. So let me think. Let me see what I have. Oops, that's what I wanted, owned. I have the small Dutes. I've got the front end loader. I do have the John Deere 6115M that I bought for the mowing, and it's not very powerful. It's 115 horsepower. I'm gonna need a decent tractor to pull that. All right. So let's see what we have available. That seeder's pretty good size. Well, actually, so is a cultivator. It's 15 meters wide. So let's see. That Fendt. What's the horsepower on that? I'm not quite sure. I can't read that. Max 265 kW or 360 PS. Not quite sure what that means. Is it? I'm not sure. Okay, I'm thinking of two different tractors. These are smaller duty or medium duty tractors. This one here is a standard workhorse tractor, but I'm not quite sure if it's powerful enough to pull that big seeder. This one is big beast for big farmers. Enjoy it and have a good time. That's a fairly good tractor, but I'm not quite sure if I want to get that one right now or not. My other choice is this one. It's 560 horsepower. Now it is articulated. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But let's look at the price. That's $391,000 for that. Do I need a tractor that big to start with? Or do I get this one, the 8530? Okay, so 195 versus 391. I think I'm going to get the big boy. That leaves me with $235,000. Okay, let's see what we got. Goody, goody, goodies. I hope there's nothing I forgot. Hope there is nothing I forgot. Okay, there's the Ropa. Let's take a look at these bad boys. That rope is a monster. Uh-oh. I forgot one thing. The Ropa Tiger. Hope I don't have to use that fire extinguisher. Look at that monster. That is a monster. And there's the header for that. There's the John Deere. I've used that one before. There is a 15-foot horse cultivator. And this is the seeder, the multi-grain seeder. And that is the big John Deere 9560R. Yeah. Okay, but I'm in trouble. Maybe not. I forgot one thing that I'm going to need. And that is, for that Ropa, I need a tipper. I hope it's not over $200,000. And it's not. Woohoo! Lucky me. Okay, so let's buy this, and that leaves us with 152. Maybe I should have bought that smaller tractor. Oh boy. All right. How much was that? God, I'm gonna spend every dime I have. It's 195. I don't quite have enough. Okay. Well, we'll make do with a smaller tractor for the time being. I could always borrow money, but I got the bank paid off. I don't want to borrow money. Okay. Well, let's see. First of all, let's get this boy harvesting. And where is the first field I need to do? Okay, I'm looking for sugar beets. Sugar beets are kind of a tannish. So I'm sitting here, I believe. So it looks like we've got sugar beets here and here already. So let's start. Woohoo. Are you ready? Oh, we didn't look at the inside. Let's take a look at the inside. Wow. It feels like it shoved me right up against the window. Whoa. This is a very tight, for such a big monster. This is a very tight cabin. Compact. Lots of buttons, bells, and whistles. Gotta love it. Oh, you gotta love it. Okay, let's look, see what we got here. All kinds of stuff. Get her started up. It's in synchronized steering at the moment. That's probably good enough for the time being. Got lots of work lights, left blinkers, warning lights. Windows can be opened. All kinds of stuff. Alright, let's hook this thing up. Look out behind. What did I run into? Oh my God, what did I run into? Whoops, sorry. My fault. Okay, we gotta get that trailer out of there. Look at this bad boy. I get carpal tunnel just pushing buttons on this thing. That teeny tiny little radio up there. Oh, a jump seat. This thing's a monster. Let's see if I can hook up to that trailer. Look at the outfit that guy's got on. Cool. Looks like he's getting ready to go skiing. Alright. Let's get this overloader out of here. And where was the first field? Pretty much west. Okay, let's put this thing in four-wheel drive. And put some dual wheels on that puppy. Let's kick this pig. Uh-oh. This way? Which way are we headed anyway? Oh, we already headed west. Okay. Monster trucking. Wonder if that's Grandma ahead of us. I knocked her in the ditch one time. Now I'm gonna probably run over and squeeze her. Whoops. All right. Wonder if this will fit in McDonald's drive-thru. Oh, didn't think I was gonna make that. I think I'm coming at this at the right angle. All right. Go gadget. Look at the capacity on this thing. Gotta love it. It don't go too fast, but it goes classy. All right, let's see, how do you load, okay, the harvester's on, lifts harvester unit, stop engine. Does that front end go down? Worker, stop engine, show additional help. Steer or wheel. Well, let me hire a worker and see if it puts it down. No. Alright, what am I doing? Oh, unfold unit? I did that already. Oh, there we go. I thought I did that. Oh, there we go. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Now, got that there, but what do I have for tractors? Where's my mower? There. Oh, that one's not big enough. But all right. Let's see. Owned. Okay, I got that one is 100 horsepower. That one is 115, and that one, I don't know, will that 115 pull that thing? Oh, I need another tractor. Alright, I'm gonna have to get a loan. I need another tractor. And I think this is a good place to end the episode. When I come back, I'll buy that tractor.